The air crackled with anticipation, a palpable tension that seemed to electrify the night. Thousands gathered, their faces illuminated by floodlights and flickering hope, each person a beacon of yearning for change. A cheer erupted, then another, rippling through the crowd like a wave, growing louder and more fervent with each passing second. The Berlin Wall, that imposing symbol of division, had begun to crumble, its concrete facade giving way to the force of human will. What started as a trickle of people crossing a guarded border soon became a flood, a torrent of humanity surging towards freedom. East and West Berliners, once separated by concrete and ideology, embraced in a tangle of tears and laughter, their joy uncontainable. The date was November 9, 1989, and the world watched in awe as a city, and indeed a world, changed forever. The night was a turning point in history. For 28 years, the Berlin Wall had stood as a stark reminder of the Cold War, a period marked by tension and division. It was a physical manifestation of the ideological divide between East and West, a barrier that separated families, friends, and a people, creating a chasm of mistrust and fear. But on that electric night, the yearning for freedom proved more potent than any wall, more powerful than any force of oppression. The fall of the Berlin Wall was about more than just the reunification of a city. It was a testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire for liberty and unity, a beacon of hope for all. The events of that night echoed across the globe, signaling not only the end of an era, but the dawn of a new one, a new chapter in human history. The dismantling of the Berlin Wall marked a pivotal moment in history, a victory for democracy over oppression, and a powerful reminder that hope can bloom even in the most desolate of circumstances, a triumph of the human spirit. It's a story that continues to inspire, reminding us that even the most formidable barriers can be overcome with courage, perseverance, and the unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow, a future where freedom rings for all. To truly grasp the magnitude of the Berlin Wall's fall, one must journey back to its somber beginnings. The year was 1961. The Cold War cast a long, chilling shadow across Europe, dividing the continent with an iron curtain. Berlin, a city steeped in history and culture, became a microcosm of this global standoff. Overnight, on August 13, 1961, a barbed wire barrier snaked through the heart of Berlin, severing streets, neighborhoods, and lives. The barrier, hastily erected by the East German government, was meant to stem the tide of East Germans fleeing to the West in search of freedom and opportunity. This barbed wire soon gave way to a more permanent structure, the imposing concrete edifice that would become synonymous with oppression and division. The Berlin Wall, in its stark brutality, became a tangible symbol of the Cold War. It was a physical manifestation of the ideological chasm that separated East and West, a grim reminder of the political and social disparities that defined the era. The wall cut through the very fabric of Berlin, leaving a scar on its urban landscape and an even deeper wound in the hearts of its people. The human toll of the Berlin Wall was immeasurable, a stark reminder of the cost of division. Families were torn apart, separated by a barrier that represented a chasm of ideology, a physical manifestation of political strife. Lovers waved across the divide, their hopes for a shared future dashed against the concrete, their dreams shattered by the harsh reality of separation. The wall's presence was a constant source of pain, frustration, and a deep longing for reunification, a daily reminder of the lives disrupted. One particularly poignant story is that of Peter Fechter, an 18-year-old East German who was shot and killed while attempting to cross the wall in 1962, his tragic fate echoing through history. His death, witnessed by horrified onlookers on both sides, became a symbol of the brutal reality of the wall and the desperation it engendered, a stark illustration of the human cost. Fechter's story, along with countless others, served as a stark reminder of the human cost of the Cold War and the yearning for freedom that the wall sought to suppress, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. The wall also became a canvas for artistic expression, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a place where creativity flourished despite the oppression. Murals, graffiti, and messages of hope adorned the western side, transforming the imposing barrier into a symbol of defiance and a testament to the enduring belief in a unified Berlin, a city longing for peace. These acts of creativity, however small, served as a powerful reminder that even in the face of oppression, the human spirit could not be silenced, a beacon of hope in dark times. As the 1980s dawned, the grip of the Cold War began to loosen, signaling a shift in the global political landscape. Across Eastern Europe, the seeds of discontent were sown, fueled by economic stagnation, widespread corruption, and a growing desire for freedom and self-determination. In Poland, the Solidarity movement, led by the charismatic Lech Walesa, challenged the communist regime, inspiring hope for change and igniting a spark of resistance across the Soviet bloc. In East Germany, the yearning for freedom was palpable as citizens grew increasingly frustrated with their lack of basic rights and freedoms. The country's stagnant economy, coupled with the stark contrast in living standards with West Berlin, fueled a growing sense of dissatisfaction and unrest with the communist regime. People risked their lives to escape, seeking refuge in embassies or attempting daring escapes across the heavily guarded border, driven by the hope of a better future. The desire for a better life, for the freedom to choose their own destiny, burned brightly in the hearts of many East Germans, who longed for the same opportunities as their Western counterparts. The winds of change sweeping across Eastern Europe were fanned by the bold reforms of Mikhail Gorbachev, the new leader of the Soviet Union, who sought to modernize and open up the Soviet system. Gorbachev's policies of glasnost, or openness, and perestroika, or restructuring, created a climate of reform and openness that had a profound impact on the Soviet bloc, encouraging movements for change. The Berlin Wall, once an unyielding symbol of Soviet dominance and division, began to crumble under the weight of its own contradictions, heralding a new era of freedom and unity.